2.
Hi, everybody. Do you think you should be pushed around and knocked around and be told what to do? Do you think all your freedom should be taken away from you? Do you? You think that's fair to you? Well, that's what selfishness is doing to you. It's, first of all, it's deluding you. It doesn't exist. It hasn't any power. It won't give you a thing that it promises you. It promises you money, right? It promises you big cars. It promises you a big house. It promises you prestige. It promises you love, popularity, fame. Do you know that it can't deliver any of those things? Do you know it's a scam? Did you know that? It's a fake. Here you sacrifice your greatest wealth to it, meaning your time, your life, your energy. These are your greatest wealth. And you give it to it. And then it bosses you around. No, I don't think that's right at all. The first thing we have to do, folks, is turn our back on it. Don't give it any life, any time, or any energy. Just don't give it any. And a very, very valuable wealth that you give it is your thought. Just don't think about it. You take all that time, that energy, and that life, and you put it over here. And you have good times with people. And you care, and you share, and you help them, and you treat them nicely. And you give, and you cooperate. You're not here to compete with them. You're here to cooperate with them. Why? Because God is everything there is. And we're all one. We're not to compete with each part of the body. What kind of a body would you have if the heart competed with the stomach? Sometimes I think it does. So, you over here and you have a good time and you laugh and you enjoy and you share and you care and you love. You know what you find out after a while? You find out that love is God. What? Yes, at last you have a relationship with God. You've always wanted a relationship with God, and now it has come true. You have found the truth. What is the truth? Love is God. Not only do we have a relationship with God, but you know the substance of God. We said that God is love. Do you know what love is? You certainly do. Ever since you were a baby in your mother's arms, you've known what love is. So now you know what God is. And you find out about the wholeness of God. You cannot be separated from God. This thing over here tries to make you think you can, but you can't be, no matter how hard you try. That's the wholeness of God. A model of that would be, make believe this is a human body here. You take a cell off of that body and you put it over here. How long is that cell going to exist as a cell? That's how long you can exist without God. Then what's the next thing? What? What'd you say? I think I heard you say the allness of God. That's all there is. The onlyness of God. God is the only power there is. Don't you believe this over here? God is the only power there is. Don't you fall down and worship this over here. Don't you be afraid of it. God is the only power there is. And with that comes the oneness with God. You and God are one. They sort of overlap, don't they? The onlyness, the wholeness, the oneness, the allness. Then you find out something really nice. Not only are you one with God, but you're one with each other. We are all one with each other. I believe that God is continuous. If and since God is the only thing there is, what else can you be? If you exist and God is the only thing to be, you have to be some of God, don't you? And so we're all some of God, working together, one another, the flow. And you'll find that each one of us a little bit different from the other one, and each one of us can do something better than anybody else can do. Not that I'm for competition. It's as I told David Letterman on his show. You find the one thing you can do better than anybody else. Why? Because God has a complicated universe, a very complex universe, and it takes very specialized work to accomplish it. And we find out what we're all here to do. Do you know what we're all here to do? Did anybody say creativity? That's what it's about, folks. That's what our God is about, creativity. And the operation of that which has been created, the operation of the creativity. And it all comes down to this. We all have the same job to do. What is it? Make the universe go and grow and glow, as it has been for millions of years. See how much better we're getting. See every day how much better we're getting. And then there's the goodness of God. So if God is all there is, all is good. You have to look for it. Sometimes it's disguised, but underneath, you'll find love and goodness. And just a couple more things. Never lie, steal, or cheat. It is not worth your conscience. Never lie, steal, or cheat. Nothing is worth that. And the last thing is go vegan. Go vegan. Vegan means kindness. You don't hurt anybody. You live the perfect life, and you neither harm nor hurt. What more can we say? This is a chat with Glendora, and this is Soul to Soul. And may the God of peace himself, I shouldn't have said that. God is neither him nor her. God is God. And may the God of peace sanctify all of us completely through and through. Amen.